Manchester today, it's a city of music and football, of scientific breakthroughs and industrial heritage. It's where Oasis battled Blur, where Manchester United and Manchester City Football Club rivalry defines the city, even where the atom was first split. But how did we get here? In this video, you're going to travel back in time, nearly 2,000 years, to witness the complete evolution of Manchester from its very beginning. We'll watch a Roman fort rise from the wilderness, see a medieval market town emerge, witness the birth of the Industrial Revolution that changed human civilization, and follow Manchester's transformation into the vibrant modern metropolis it is today. Using AI technology, we can now transform old engravings and historical photographs into vivid, realistic scenes, bringing Manchester's extraordinary past back to life before your eyes. Let's begin with the Romans. It's the year 79 AD. Governor Gnaeus Julius Agricola is pushing Roman conquest northward into what's now northern England. His legions need a fort to control the routes between the fortresses at Chester and York. They choose a sandstone bluff overlooking the confluence of two rivers, the Medlock and the Irwell. The local Brigantes tribe calls the area something like breast-shaped hill. In Latin, this becomes Mamucium. The fort that rises here can house about 500 auxiliary soldiers. It's not glamorous. This is frontier country, cold and wet, far from Rome's Mediterranean heartland. The soldiers, many from modern-day Spain, Germany, and North Africa, build their rectangular fort with earthen ramparts and wooden palisades. Eventually, they rebuild in stone. A small civilian settlement, a vicus, grows up outside the fort's walls. Traders, craftspeople, families of soldiers, maybe a few hundred people at most. They build a bathhouse. There's a mansio, a kind of Roman inn for official travelers. Pottery is made and grain is ground. Life continues at the edge of empire. For 3 centuries, Mamucium sits here. Then, in 410 AD, Rome collapses and the legions withdraw. The official Roman infrastructure crumbles. Within a generation, the stone buildings are being pillaged for materials. The roads are cracking, and the civilian settlement is largely abandoned. The Romans leave behind stones and place names, but not much else. Mamucium fades into obscurity. We know almost nothing about Manchester between Roman withdrawal and the Norman conquest. The name shifts. Mamucium becomes Mamest in Old English, eventually Manchester. There's probably a small Anglo-Saxon settlement, maybe a church, but no records survive. When the Domesday Book is compiled in 1086, Manchester gets barely a mention. It's part of the Manor of Salford. Population, perhaps a few hundred at most. It's nothing special, just another cluster of wooden buildings in the northwest. But slowly, quietly, Manchester begins to grow. In 1722, a lord of the manor gets permission to hold a market. Markets mean trade, and trade means money. The settlement expands around the market cross. A parish church, St. Mary's, later Manchester Cathedral, is built on the site of earlier Saxon churches. By the 1300s, it's being rebuilt in perpendicular Gothic style. The town is still tiny by any standard. In 1400, perhaps 1,500 people live here. It's surrounded by marshland. The rivers flood constantly. It's agricultural, muddy, and unremarkable. What Manchester does have is wool. The surrounding Lancashire countryside produces wool, and Manchester becomes a center for wool trading and cloth making. It's small scale, done in homes and workshops, but it's something. Then comes the Reformation. Henry VIII dissolves the monasteries in the 1530s. Manchester, never heavily monastic, survives relatively unscathed. The church becomes a collegiate church in 1421, essentially run by a college of priests, and it endures. During the English Civil War, Manchester backs Parliament against the king. In 1642, royalist forces attack the town. The defenders, mostly local militia with makeshift weapons, somehow hold them off. Manchester becomes known as a parliamentarian stronghold. By 1650, the population has grown to maybe 5,000.
It's becoming a proper town, with a grammar school founded in 1515, some wealth from textiles, and a growing reputation as a commercial center. But it's still not special, not yet. Everything changes in the 1700s. Cotton fabric imported from India becomes fashionable in England in the late 1600s. It's lighter than wool, easier to wash, and dyes beautifully. There's just one problem. Britain doesn't grow cotton. It has to be imported as raw fiber and then spun and woven into cloth. And here's where Manchester's story becomes inseparable from slavery. The cotton flowing into Manchester comes primarily from plantations in the American South and the Caribbean, worked by enslaved Africans. Ships leave British ports carrying manufactured goods to Africa. They trade those goods for enslaved people. They transport those people packed in horrific conditions to the Americas. The ships then return to Britain, loaded with raw cotton, sugar, and tobacco. This is the triangular trade, and Manchester is at the heart of it. Lancashire, with its damp climate, perfect for working cotton, becomes the center of cotton manufacturing. At first, it's cottage industry. Spinners work at home with spinning wheels. Weavers work hand looms in their cottages. Merchants collect the finished cloth and sell it, often back to plantation owners to clothe the people they've enslaved. Then come the inventions. In 1764, James Hargreaves invents the spinning jenny, a machine that can spin multiple threads at once. In 1769, Richard Arkwright patents the water frame, a spinning machine powered by water. In 1779, Samuel Crompton combines them into the spinning mule. Suddenly, one person with a machine can do the work of dozens. These machines are too big and too expensive for cottages. They need power, water wheels, and later steam engines. They need buildings to house them. The factory is born. The first cotton mills rise in Manchester and the surrounding towns in the 1880s and 1890s. They're multi-story brick buildings filled with machines, powered by steam, employing hundreds of workers under one roof. By 1800, Manchester is transforming from a market town into something the world has never seen before, an industrial city. Cotton is king. The mills are multiplying. The population is surging. The stage is set. The 19th century is about to witness Manchester's greatest triumphs and its darkest struggles. The 19th century begins with Manchester already transformed into something unprecedented, an industrial city. In 1801, the population is around 70,000. The cotton mills dominate the skyline. Steam engines fill the air with smoke. This is the future, and it's being built in Manchester. But the human cost is staggering. Workers live crammed into back-to-back terrace houses in narrow courts. Entire families sharing single rooms. There's no sanitation, no clean water. Disease spreads easily. The factories run 12, 14, 16 hours a day. Children as young as 5 or 6 work in the mills. Their small hands perfect for crawling under machines to collect loose cotton. Accidents are common. Lungs fill with cotton dust. The average life expectancy in 1840s Manchester is just 25 years. People keep coming anyway. What choice do they have? The countryside offers no work.